Cardle, and I began by asking him how James Arthur will be feeling now.
On top of the world, I should imagine. It's very overwhelming. You know, it was amazing for me, and I'm sure it's exactly the same for him. Very, very pleased for him, you know.
He must be feeling elated, exhausted. Can you remember exactly how you were feeling this time last year when you won?
Absolutely shattered around this time. But the adrenaline will keep him going for days, you know, right past Christmas, past, you know, New Year and everything. He'll be on such a high. Jealous.
What will he be doing right now? And what will he be doing for the next few weeks? Is his schedule going to be jam-packed? Was yours?
Yeah, it was just full-on promotion of the single up towards Christmas and the Christmas #1, which I hope, again, that he gets. You know, I was over the moon when I got it last year. So, yeah, I'm just happy for him, you know.
And what do you make of his talent?
I think it's incredible. I really do.
Why? What's so special about him compared to the other guys? Why did he win, do you think?
His voice is unique, for one. His control and agility is brilliant. He sings with a lot of soul and passion, you know. And he just seems to mean what he's saying and what he's singing, you know.
And if you were in charge of him, how would you market him?
I have no idea. That's where things get complicated. I think he's got his own identity. You know, but if I was to give him any advice, it would be just, you know, stay true to yourself, artistically and musically, and be careful what you say.
But did you think that winning X Factor would make a bigger difference than it has? I mean, what kind of difference has it made to your life?
Well, I mean, I've been trying to get into this position all my life since I was sort of 9, 10 years old. And it's taken till I was 27 to get my break. And things have just gone, again, from strength to strength, you know. So it's turned my life inside out and upside down, but in the way I want it to be, you know.
And are you still working with Simon Cowell?
No, I'm not with Psycho.
What happened there?
There was difference of opinion, of direction artistically and creatively. I knew exactly what I wanted the second album to be like. I'm not sure that was exactly how they wanted it to be. So we chose to go our separate ways, and I think it's, you know, one of the best moves I've made so far.
And a lot of people will say good for you, because the X Factor is very managed, isn't it? They create a certain look, a certain sound, and that's not what you wanted to do. Is that the reason why you and Simon Cowell parted company? I
guess it is, yeah. I'd been doing my thing way before the shows, you know, like I say before. Started about 11 years old, started writing when I was 12, 13. And was just myself. I mean, I swayed slightly when I was on the show, as in what I would be doing, but now I feel I'm back on track. And to have, you know, so much support for the album that I feel that I really should be making is amazing, and I want to thank everybody that's supporting me.
It's a shame, isn't it? I mean, he should be with you now, shouldn't he? He should be supporting true talent all the way through, regardless of kind of what form you come in, don't you think?
Horses for courses, isn't it?
So what advice would you give James Arthur about the next 12 months? What should he be doing in order to make it all work out for him?
I mean, I know that he writes. Just make sure he writes his own music. Make sure he, you know, has time to get in the right headspace and remember himself before the show. And
the show itself, still doing phenomenally well. However, the ratings are down. People aren't watching. Do you think it's losing a bit of that momentum that it had in the glory days?
Well, I'm not too sure. I think this year people may have been slightly disillusioned by, you know, things like Ella going out so early. When Ella and James were in the bottom two, that was my prediction for the final two, and I think for a lot of people it's the same thing. And to have Rylan still in and things like that, I think people got a little bit tired of the novelty factor of it, and that may be why it waned slightly. But, you know, it's still a fun show, it's still a great show, and, you know, congratulations, James.
Thank you so much, Matt. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for coming on. Matt Cardle chatting to me a short while.